So I got to tell you, an old tradition. Now, I think we only did it for 3, maybe 4 years in a row. When we were living on our own, Christmas time, well, we didn't have any money to be going and buying Christmas trees. Who's going to pay for a Christmas tree? I mean, it's just too much money when you have beer to buy. So we made up plans. We tried to have fun with it. We stole Christmas trees.
Yeah.
It was a handful of us, and we make a plan. We go back to headquarters and your house, yes. and we sit there and talk about the plan. Well, who's going to be driving? And I can't even remember who the driver was. Maybe it was, I don't want to give a name away. Another friend. I'm talking about a crime here.
Yeah.
And so we'd have a driver and go, listen, you go down the road and you turn around. I can't even remember. In 1 minute, I'll get through that tree in a certain amount of time. And so the two people, one of them was holding the tree, one was sawing, and then we sawed it down like just a few seconds and threw it in just like clockwork in the van and took off down the road, lights off, or
yeah,
for a $12 tree, back in the day. Probably what it was, back in those days. Mm-hmm. But still, yes, it's bad. Mm-hmm. But it was kind of a fun little tradition that we'd randomly go steal a Christmas tree to have a Christmas tree.
Really
Sorry,
fun.
Lord.
Yeah.
I'm breaking one of your 10 commandments on your birthday.
I do recall this. I want to say that many of your greatest plans were hatched at my house.
Of course. The headquarters.
Oh, it is really funny.
Thanks for listening to the shortened version of our show.
If you want to catch the full audio episode, you can find it here or wherever you find your podcast. But if you want to see the full version in video format, you can catch us on YouTube, Rumble, and now on Spotify.